What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you so much for tuning in. Um, I told you guys I was gonna come back this evening to finish part two of the discussion that we had earlier regarding Cat Williams and some bombshell things that he had said in that interview with on Club Shay Shay. We're gonna also go over some P Diddy alleged gang ties and role in Pac's demise information, and I actually misspelled Pac name. I'm always misspelling stuff up here. It's really not misspellings. It's just my butt can't type worth anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me change that real quick. I made it push the wrong thing. All right, guys. So before we start off, let me go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area of this video. It is scrolling across the screen in the red banner, and it will be in the comments section when this video is over. All right. Also, guys, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by liking the video if you enjoy the content. Also, by subscribing to the channel if you are not subscribed, and hitting the bell notifications so you can be notified of any and all upcoming videos. All right. All right. So, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with this. This is breaking news and topic time. I hope you guys had a good day today. I hope your night is going good too. Let's go down here and do this. All right. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. And over here in the chat, we have Carl is here. Thank you so much, hon, for coming by showing support. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and go over this because we won't be here that long tonight. It's already 9:34 on the West Coast, so we're going to go ahead and go over this real quick and then talk about this and go from there. All right, so I did watch the interview with Katt Williams on Club Shay Shay, okay, and I want to go over some highlights of that interview. Not every highlight, but a few highlights from that interview, just so y'all can know what we're talking about and all this other stuff. So first, let me just tell you a little information about Katt Williams. Okay, Katt Williams' name is Micah Williams. He is an Emmy Award-winning American stand-up comedian and actor. He played Money Mike in Friday After Next, had a stint on Wild 'N Out. He portrayed Bobby Shaw in My Wife and Kids, and etc. He is 52 years old. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. He has 8 children. 7 of those children are adopted, and 1 is his biological child. As we know, he's 5 feet 5, and the subjects that he likes to, I guess I don't know why they have subjects on here. I guess when he does a stand-up comedy, he talks about African American culture, racism, drug use, politics, celebrities, and of course sex. All right, so he played in a lot of movies, like I just said, a lot. Norbit, School Dance, First Sunday, Friday After Next, and just a lot of different things. All right, and I know you guys already know what Katt Williams looked like, so I'm not going to show a picture. He's also used in my thumbnail. All right, so anyway, like I was saying, he did an interview, I think, on Friday with or Thursday, I can't remember what day it was, but he did an interview not too long ago, right? And oh gosh, he was on Club Shay Shay, right? And he was talking to Shannon regarding his life, things that happen, other actors, comedians, and he also touched on what's the guy's name, Weinstein or Epstein or something like that, and he touched on some things about Chris Tucker, Jay-Z, and just so much. So I'm going to give you a couple highlights from that interview, and then I'm going to tell you guys what he said about, I think the guy's Weinstein, if I'm not mistaken. I'll let you know when I get to it, though, because I get their names all confused, Epstein, Weinstein, okay? So here we go right here. Let's see. So here are 7 moments from that interview, okay, that he did on Club Shay Shay. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me go to it real quick, y'all. Okay. So that interview was on January the 3rd, which was today is Thursday, so that was on Wednesday, okay? Anyway, he talked about Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart. He accused them all of many crimes, including joke theft, being an industry plant. And I think he said, let me think, I think he said Kevin Hart is an industry plant because he was like, Kevin Hart has never had a sold out comedy show. He just came, and next thing you know, you got movies and stuff. So let me just go ahead and tell you. Um, and he also accused them of not being funny. All right. Okay, let's go. So let me give you the 7 highlights because I'm not going to cover everything. We're just going to do the highlights. So hold on. So here we go, right here. The first one that I wanted to talk about is the casting of Friday After Next. He basically really talked about Ricky Smiley, okay, saying he was actually cast as Money Mike instead of Katt Williams. Williams refutes that charge, but recalls urging producers to remove a RAPE scene from the script, believing it would make the movie 20% funnier. Comedies often like to puff out their chests and say that anything can be funny. This is usually taken as a point of pride, akin to someone who challenges themselves to eat spicy foods. It takes an even bigger one to say what isn't funny. So I guess he didn't think that scene would be funny. Okay, and it isn't. Now on Cedric the Entertainer's comedy special, can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They are so bad, Shannon, they are not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They are so bad that they are not available on Netflix or Tubi. So that's what he said about Cedric. So in other words, he was saying Cedric the Entertainer is not funny. He can't sing. He can't dance. He does not write his own jokes. Okay. He also accused Cedric, I believe, of allegedly stealing his very best joke. Now, I must say that Cedric, the entertainer, denies these allegations. But anyway, Katt Williams said he is telling the truth. And he said that Cedric, the entertainer, stole one of his best jokes. Okay, point blank. And in that actual interview too, he basically goes into full explanation why he says that as well. So y'all may want to check out that entire interview. It's long too, it's 2 hours and something. But he talks about, Cedric the Entertainer stealing his best joke, and I don't want to quote him on what he said or anything, but I do remember the part where he said he was actually telling that joke at some type of comedy thing. And I think they heard it or something. I can't remember, but you guys need to check that out, okay? I'm just giving you, the highlights. And I guess he really don't like D.O. Hughley because I don't know. Because it says here, Williams is clear on the last king. He won't tolerate DL slander on this podcast or any other. Okay, let's see what else is in. He also said much of his eerie stems from what he believes to be the disrespectful treatment of the late Bernie Mac while Mac was on tour with Harvey, Cedric, and D.L. Hughley. Okay, that is crazy. And so here he said, Cedric has four comedy specials that are so bad. I think I just said that they are not on Netflix or Tubi. Netflix is one thing, but Tubi, this is a Hall of Fame insult. Okay. Then on Kevin Hart, he said, no one in Hollywood has a memory of a sold out Kevin Hart show. There, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own film called Soul Plane that he was leading? No. What do you think a plant is? So he basically is calling Kevin Hart an industry plant. And then he said, look, we don't know if this is true, but it certainly lines up with the type of comedian Kevin Hart is today. Is there a commercial, animated movie, crypto, or vegan fast food chain that doesn't bear Hart's face, name, or soul? This man is more of a commercial actor than a comedian. If we didn't already have a flow, he would probably get that job too. We don't know if he's always been in industry plant, but he is certainly acting like one. Okay, that's on Kevin Hart. Then he talked about how the internet hurts comedians. It doesn't allow the regular comic the ability to grow. That's the real problem. Part of comedy is taking these jokes in January, and by March, I have begun to craft this joke. It begins to take on a different complexion because you have to deliver it to different people. This is what sharpen jokes. You then take those sharpened jokes and make a special. You don't allow them the process. Now that's that guy's joke. And now the joke is everywhere. Okay. Then he talked about some other stuff, but I'm not going to go over that one. And then he also talked about unhappiness and people who align with losers. He said, I am a happy person. I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums. You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is unlike you. He said, we don't have a lot to say about this, but I can't even imagine the misery of these bums and an unnatural allegiance to losers. Goodness. And so then he talked about another highlight is when he talked about smoking more weed than Snoop Dogg. He said, I'm actually a bigger smoker than Snoop, but I don't mix anything with my weed. Nobody does 20 blunts a day like me for 30 years. Like I was the first person to have a weed roller, like somebody's job. I haven't rolled a blunt in 20 years. Okay. So then, also in that interview, he talked about, when he was growing up, how he left home at like, I think at 13 and went to the truck stop, asked the truckers, where should he go? And somebody said, go to Florida, right? And that's exactly where he went. And they asked him, Shannon asked him, how did he get to Florida? He said that he had his bag and his little puppy or something, and they got, I guess, on the back of the big wig and went all the way to Florida and stuff. Then he went to LA, I think not LA, but to Sacramento or somewhere like that, as well. And And I think he was talking about the little jobs he had and things like that, and how he was trying to get into the Marines and they needed ID and all that. He didn't have it. He made up a lie, but they obviously, found out or whatever the case is. So he talked about a lot of stuff. He talked about being exceptionally smart, getting accepted into college early, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just all types of stuff. But anyway, what he did say about the Harvey Weinstein, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, hold on. That's where, yeah, Harvey Weinstein. Let me tell you guys what he said about him. That's where you're like, wow, he so let me just tell you what he said. So he said, these people are not powerful. Satan cannot create anything, including blessings for his people. The number one job of someone who sold their soul in Hollywood, act like it didn't happen. Now, yeah, I saw that part of the interview, and he definitely said all of that. So again, he says Satan cannot create anything, including blessings for his people. The number one job of someone who sold their soul in Hollywood is act like it did not happen. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition. On paper, they are a better team. They have all the assets and resources. But let's get on the line and see if that factors in. I guarantee that it don't. Okay. Then he said they can't cancel me for talking about Harvey. No, he said they can cancel. There's a lot of typos here, but I remember the interview. So he basically said that they can cancel him for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out. I guess they canceled him because he was talking about Harvey Weinstein, before all the information came out about him. He also said that Harvey offered to suck his, what, in front of all the people at, I guess, the talent agency, I guess. That's crazy, man. So he said that Harvey Weinstein, who is incarcerated right now, also received additional years for his crimes that he committed, which involves sex. Anyway, he said that this dude offered to suck his, what, in front of all the people at the agency where he was at. That is crazy. Okay, that's very strange. So, okay, so let's see what else he said on here. Okay, hold on. That's crazy. In front of everybody. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me find the other one that I'm looking for. So this is what he said about Chris Tucker. He said the Chris Tucker that we have now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey. He said Chris Tucker did not want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that. He is in the church. He Michael Jackson's best friend. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a nickname like that? That's what Katt Williams said. Hold on, y'all. Then on Diddy, he said, I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things. So I remember all of this, and he was saying the stuff that we now are hearing about R. Kelly. And then he was also saying things about MJ. Okay. Anyway, he got canceled, and people were asking him, why would you talk about another black dude? I told you, I was telling somebody we use that word dude um, out here on the West Coast all the time, but it doesn't mean that you are a homosexual or anything like that. It's just a word that we use out here. He probably picked it up when he was out here. Okay. Anyway, he said race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side in the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All these big DICK deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you are Diddy or whoever you is, TD Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. Okay, so he's telling you right then and there, that the stuff that y'all are hearing, he's alleging that it's true, basically, by saying what he's saying in this interview. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said all of these big, DICK deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you are Diddy or whoever you is, TD Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. Point blank. And he was talking about Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, all of these people way before stuff came out about Harvey. And then he was telling you guys how Michael Jackson is in R. Kelly, point blank, and many other people. Anyway, on Wanda Smith, he really said some stuff, even more so. He said, you can't flip up on me because you are inferior. You are an inferior comedian. I am going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful about people who look like you. It's a very thin line I got to call. But this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or have ever been over there. But I have no hatred over there, and how dare you? I'm not trying to offend black women with short hair. I'm not trying to offend heavyset women. I'm not trying to upset fellow comedians. I'm not trying to do any of that. And I am qualified to be able to do none of that and still eviscerate you, because I am smart enough to know that I need to say that you have gnawed fingers, because I know your limited education means you don't know what the word means. Damn. So you can't possibly respond to it. You're not sure of the meaning. Wow. Woo. Okay. And then he talked. Wow. he Then he talked about Faison Love. He said, I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business. Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? Zero. Why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. Ooh, then he talked about Michael Blackson. Most comedians don't get booed enough. That's how you end up with Michael Blackson, who is a real African doing a fake African. And God, this dude is tripping me out, y'all. Damn, we talking about everybody. He said that Michael Blackson's African accent is fake. He said, if you are the African king of comedy, sir, there's actually comedians in Africa doing comedy. If you're going to say that, you got to go to Africa and get a school. You got to put in some work. And these guys, they take my advice. They change their whole persona, and then they hate me for it. Black Sun responded to Williams in a series of tweets on January 3rd, saying, among other things, Katt Williams is a very smart midget, nigga. He took shots at the top 10 comedians alive today, so we can all respond and make him relevant again. Wow. Okay, so that's what Michael Blackson said. Okay. Then he also talked on Jonathan Majors. He said, I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors. Not because I didn't like women. I think white women are as great as any other women, but I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Cain the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. Wow. Then he said, first of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any woman that would listen that this was a good looking Negro. Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? When did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? They that looked like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy, you like black people's features like that. If this is ugly, um, wigger is good looking, then all the wigger is good looking. Okay. Then he said, thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he would have had to be there by himself, he was getting all four. Guilty, 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 guilty. She came in there just so beautiful, they had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart. Wow. Woo. Then he talked about Joe Rogan. He said, Joe don't want me on his show. Joe got 6 comedians that have never been funny. He want to push out. Okay. Then he talked about Martin Lawrence. He said, Martin tried to put me in my first dress when he had to go on his hiatus. He tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You, my young partner, you're my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it will bring me and you. It will be me and you. We're going to do it together. We're going to do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my MF word and my, wigger, go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. We get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's house too. I almost died. And I got to read this script in front of all these good white people where this, wigger want me to get in a dress with him. Wow. Then he talked about Taraji P. Henson. He said it was the saddest thing ever because imagine being in your genre, in your sub niche, whatever it is. Imagine being in your lane. Imagine being one of the very top of your lane to the point where if they don't take you for the role, there's not 3 black actresses that they can say are bigger than you that we going to give this to. Imagine you being at that point and have to humble yourself and say, they not paying me, y'all, and they not making my pay go up because I'm doing better or nothing. It don't matter to them that I'm famous and want people know me or nothing. They want to pay me exactly what they paying the new girl. And I have been suffering under it for a decade now and just taking it. I just been getting whooped. But I just got to come say this is wrong. We should be ashamed. But this is a country where we don't pay the teachers and then we say the kids is the most important thing. You can't have both of them. This is what period of time we are in. It's the period where the victims get to say, they have been hurting me for a long time and I just ain't said nothing. Okay, so that's what he said about um, Taraji P. Henson. So those are just some highlights, not all of them, but some highlights from that entire interview. And like I said, the interview is almost 3 hours long, and he basically talked about a lot of different stuff, a lot of celebrities. Y'all need to go check it out if you haven't checked it out. And it was just a trip. He called Steve Harvey a country bunking black dude that can't talk good and look like Mr. Potato Head. Okay? That is crazy. And he also said that Faison Love always be topless in every movie. That is crazy. So there's a lot of stuff. Like I said, he was saying in that entire interview that they didn't get everything, but he was saying a lot, And the shocking thing is Harvey Weinstein, if it's true, offering, ask him, can he, what his, you know what I'm saying? Give him, I guess, head or whatever the case is, you know, um, in front of all these people too. That's just, it's crazy. It's very strange. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with those people and stuff, if this is true. So let's see what else he said on here. I think it's a lot. But I think he mentioned Jay-Z as well and Diddy. I think I told you guys about that earlier. Let me see if I can find that again real quick, okay? Let's see how long we've been on here. Just 31 minutes. So let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I actually saw that, but I don't remember exactly what he said because this interview was so long, and I watched parts and parts of it at different times. Hold on, because I think earlier I also said he had proof of the receipts, basically, of Diddy calling him up, asking him basically out. Now, this may be on an actual different show where he went into strict details about Diddy and stuff. But he did say this, though. He said, I gotta protect my integrity and that Virgin HOLE I was telling you about, cause PDiddy be wanting to party and you got to tell him no. So I remember reading that to you guys earlier, you know, when he was on the show, he said that um, regarding, he said that about P. Diddy. He said he was glad. Also, he said this right here too. Cat Williams said, hold on. Um, he said he was determined to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin ASSHOLE and never have SUCKED, a male's genitalia section. That's what he said. So he's telling everybody in the world that he has never did any type of same sex entanglements. And he said he has never, went down on a dude. That's what he said, point blank. And then he also threw another jab at P. Diddy in that interview while discussing his attitude towards women. He said, when I see people, wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. I don't want to look at nothing. I don't want to have, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling. Goodness, that is crazy. Okay, let's see what else he said. Ooh, he linked, he basically likened Cedric, the entertainer, to a walrus and accused him of stealing one of his jokes in the 90s, like I said before. And he said that joke was not a random joke. That was his very best joke, and it was his last joke. And it's my closing joke. and he said it was on Comic View. I told you he was doing that joke on some type of comedy show, which is Comic View. And I guess Cedric the Entertainer was there too, and he heard it. And then later on, he repeated that same joke. So that's tripped out. I know he was probably teed off from that. So here you go telling you about it. He says Cedric comes to the comedy store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the original Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He just changed my car into a spaceship. Okay. And then of course Cedric denied all of that, you know, um, or call it a revisionist history. All right. And then, like I said, he talked about Harvey's appearance and acting ability. He was like, then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man's unit. He said. So he said that was a wig. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? And I didn't want to be a movie star. That's what he would say. And then um, Katt Williams said, no, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good and look like Mr. Potato Head. You have to have range. All right, so Dan, I mean, he really went in, y'all. Damn, that is crazy. He really went in. Let's see. Let's see. But anyway, like I said, I don't know if everything that Katt Williams is saying is actually true, um, or if it's not true. I don't know for sure. But um, like I always say, anything is possible. And with all these allegations of different external misconducts, you know what I'm talking about, entanglement, sex, misconducts, and other charges and stuff, and people going to prison for RIPING or doing some other act. I can't say that he's lying with everything that he said in everything that he said in that interview. I just really can't, because again, he was telling people about Harvey Weinstein back then. People probably thought he was lying, and just tripping out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially since they accused him of being on drugs and him being strung out on drugs. You know what? He even talked about that in the interview, and I think he said he's been smoking weed for the longest. Um, just like he said, people were talking about he was on, I guess, crack or something because he was so little. But he said that he has been little like this forever. He said he has always been 155, 145 pounds for the longest. He also said he was 5 feet 5 when he was in regular like elementary school, right? And he said, or either junior high school, and he said that he I think he tried out for the football team or a sport team. I can't exactly remember. And they thought he was a big guy back then because he was bigger than all the other kids at that particular time. And then obviously as the years um, went on, I mean, and kids started catching up and passing him, then he, obviously became the shortest and stuff. Um, but he talked about a lot of stuff. But like I said, the P Diddy stuff that he said, um, how he said he was warning people years ago about Diddy, about Michael Jackson, Harvey Weinstein, and just many other people. And now you see that Harvey was charged and convicted of something dealing with the sexual stuff. Then you got Diddy going through all these allegations and stuff of misconduct in that area. Then you got who else did I say? Sean Combs. Okay, Harvey Weinstein, and I think I mentioned some other people's name. I just can't remember right now. But a lot of these people you see, especially the two in the news right now. So again, I know Katt been through a lot of things and things like that, but I mean, I don't believe he's lying about everything. I don't know if he's telling the truth about every single thing, but I just don't believe he's just sitting there lying. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always say, you would be shocked, you know, what people do, you know, behind closed doors or when they get around a rich millionaire and billionaire friends. You just never know what people are into. And people be into a lot of different stuff, you know? So, like I said before, um, I hope that Cat Williams shows some like proof because he did say he had the receipts from the time that Diddy hit him up and wanted him to party with him. So Cat Williams claimed he has those receipts. So hopefully he will show those. As far as any other receipts, I don't know if he have any other receipts to prove what these allegations that he made about other people. But if he could just show one receipt, that would be good because then people will be more they'll lean toward believing him more. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. But like I said before, that interview was a trip. You guys need to check it out at Club Shay Shay. They got like over 10 million views right now on that interview and stuff. So y'all may want to go check that out so you can see everything that he was saying and just how he was basically ripping some actors and actors up. And I even think I think he even talked about Kim K as well. But y'all need to read it because he was saying a lot of stuff. I read because I didn't watch. I got like maybe another 20 minutes to go on that interview. And when I was reading some stuff about it, they said that he called Kim K allegedly a WHORE. So I don't know. He was really talking about a lot of people. He was really talking about a lot of people. And I don't know what he said about Jay-Z exactly, but I thought I read it before, but I just don't remember exactly what he said. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. So hold on, let me see. So he did say, I don't know, because these YouTubers don't be So he said that he has proof of Jay-Z and Diddy's role in Epstein Island. He also said that Chris Tucker was out on Epstein Island. Okay. And then somebody in the comments section said R. Kelly and Jay-Z's Fiesta video was filmed on Epstein's Island. So I don't know. Let's see if that's true or not. Let's see. Somebody say you sure? I don't know if they did because like these people in the comment section come out with lies sometimes. But like I said, I know a lot of people probably are involved in this entire thing. It really is. Somebody complaining about the same thing that I complained about replacing everything with ASAR and all this other stuff. Somebody else was complaining about that. They didn't know that YouTube won't monetize videos where you have these words in there, which is crazy when YouTube allows people to drag other people, to beef with them, to threaten people on social media, to talk about people harass and all this other stuff. But yet they want to trip out if you say the SEXUAL assault, or if you say RAPE, or if you say I don't even know what the A word is. You know what I'm saying? Just all these. I did it tonight. I was like the S word, the A, all this other weird stuff, or just spell it out. Just weird how they do that. But yet they let other stuff, go on YouTube. It's crazy. Somebody said, "Wow, he saved documents from all of these men." Was he setting these men up? Is he really unalive? Okay. And then they called Diddy Didstein because they were trying to say, I don't know if Katt said this or somebody else said it, but somebody said that Diddy is basically similar to Jeffrey. Epstein, you know, that he, grooms, I guess, and do certain things with younger girls as well. So that's why they call it him Diddy Stein or Stein. And then I guess people were in this comment section saying that Cassie received 30 million. Somebody in the comment section said she got 100 million, but I don't know about that. I think she was asking for 30 million, if I'm not mistaken, and we don't know exactly how much she got because they did not disclose that information. But like I hope Katt Williams do show the actual proof. I don't know why these people get up here and make these accusations and stuff. Accusations, I mean, and then they don't show proof. You know what I'm saying? But they say they got proof, but they never show it. Just like I'm still waiting on the Christian, what's his name, to show proof of what he was saying about whoever the big actor he was talking about, they got in his bed and roped him and things like that. So I'm just waiting on all these people to show actual proof so we can see if they're telling us the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's so hard for them to show this. you know? Okay, let's see what else we got here. Hold on. And then we're going to move on to the next story because I'm pretty sure it's going to be more and more stuff regarding this as the days go by, especially as they release more names. Okay, because I think they're releasing names every single day. I really do. I think they're releasing names because I know they haven't released. At least I haven't found the whole list. And then if you do see a whole list, they are already telling people that people have fake lists up because in one of those lists they mentioned or somebody mentioned Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel said he has never been on an island. He don't even know the dude or anything else. Period. And he don't appreciate them putting his name in that stuff. And then I was reading another thing that said Katt Williams has become a viral talking point on social media after he claimed in a new interview that his and Ludacris' fates in Hollywood were decided at a meeting with the Illuminati. So yeah, so I told you he was talking about a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot. He said so he was talking about he made a wild claim that rapper and actor Ludacris landed his role in the Fast and Furious film series by making a clandestine deal. Williams said that the deal was determined by unnamed members of the Illuminati. Over the years, countless conspiracy theorists have expressed their unfounded beliefs in the Illuminati class of ruling elites who control Hollywood in the world. The conversation started when Williams was asked about Sharp, if he was related to Ludacris, whose real name is Christopher Bridges. He said no before proceeding to share his allegations. So there was a crossroad where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us. We were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and could not do the sideburn things no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get 200 million because they were going to pay him 10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. Clarifying who he claimed took the deal, he went on. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Williams then took things a step forward by saying that one person ended up with a light skinned, ugly faced wife, adding that It's part of what they give you. So is he, and then he said, I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it, he said. So I guess he's talking about Ludacris' wife. Okay. Anyway, Newsweek did contact a representative of Ludacris via email for comment. And then he went on and talked some more. He said, Kevin told you you wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered them the dress, and then he put it on. Williams added in his interview with Sharp, and what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision, but you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? So that comment was in reference to fellow comedian Kevin Hart dressing up as an actor during an appearance on Saturday Night Live back in 2013. So um, Hart did come back with a reply. He said, I wore a dress on SNL because I thought it was funny. I made that decision. Nobody made it for me. I am my own boss. Okay. So, like I said, y'all, um, I wish he would just basically show some proof, because when you don't have proof to show, sometimes people find it very hard to believe you. Not saying that he's not telling the truth, but I'm just saying show that proof so we can really know, everything is on the up and up. And let's read a couple of these comments. One commenter said, it was said the truth is going to be right in front of our faces and we won't believe it. Look at these people trying to tell him he's lying or on drugs. Was any of us there? That's what I'm trying to say. Like I said, you just never know. And people saw another commenter said people want to call Katt crazy, but Luda did change up his whole style. Katt has been the same person ever since I first saw him. My gut goes with Katt. He seems more truthful to me. Okay. So again, I don't know. Like I said before, I don't know if he's telling the truth 100% or if he's telling the truth partially, or if he is just lying or mixing in truth with lies. Who knows? But all I say is just show those receipts so we can believe you, you know, because again, it's quite strange that the very main person he said offered to go down on him is incarcerated right now in prison for 20, 30 years for something related to, SCX. And then you got Puff Daddy, who has so many allegations of doing things to women. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's kind of hard not to believe some of the stuff that he says. Let's put it like that. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Okay, so let's see what somebody say. Everybody's go-to line is about crack, which is lame. Go to YouTube since y'all forgot Ludacris won a Grammy. Listen to the first words out of his mouth during that Grammy speech, and then come back and call Katt a liar. Let's see. Let's see what they talking about. He said people be arguing back and forth. But like I said, since none of us, excuse me, was there, you know what I'm saying? even these people in this comment section I'm reading from, these people were not there. We don't know exactly what Katt might have seen. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know. We just don't know. And again, after reading all this stuff and reading other allegations of other people getting in trouble, in Hollywood and stuff, doing weird stuff like that, anything is possible, y'all. Everybody can't be lying on you. Everybody can't not be lying on you when they're saying basically some the same thing or either something similar. Just that's on everything, you know. Now, if I get any more updates, which I'm sure I will, I'm probably not going to do a whole live on it, but I will include it into my breaking news, because I can imagine that this is going to go on for a long time. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next story because I'm getting tired. I took this not allergy, I took that coughing pill. I think that thing makes you sleepy and stuff. But anyway, and that's a good thing because so I can go to bed on time. But let's go ahead and go to the next story, y'all. Let me go ahead and tell you about I think I already read this. Let's see. Any updated information on the convicted SEX trafficker. Let's see. I think this is basically the same thing. And again, I did not see any additional names. I mean, I heard people saying certain names, but I'm thinking that those are fake. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. So the lady who is incarcerated now claimed that she was abused by Epstein. I don't know, but you never, like I said, you can never be sure of things unless you were there. Let me see what they're saying here, y'all. Okay, this is basically repeating everything over again. She over here right now. Whose feet is she massaging in this picture? Can't tell if that's a dude foot or what. But I mean, oh God, this is weird. But people do feet massages and stuff. Okay, so one commenter said everybody knows 100% Epstein did not unalive himself. For God's sake, quit reporting that BS. He got Clinton. There's no denying it. And somebody said there's mountains of evidence that he did not unalive himself. He just chose to ignore. It was, I believe he was unalived by somebody too. I believe it was a hit, point blank. They're not going to let him talk. They wasn't going to let him talk and possibly get them in trouble and make them lose everything that they had going on. Let's see what else they're saying here. Okay, but anyway, I don't see anything new regarding Jeffrey Epstein. This is all basically stuff that I already covered. We don't want to be repeating stuff. Let me just make sure they don't put anything else. Actually, I'll check it tonight before I go to sleep. And of course, if they have any other information, like any updates, I'll let you guys know what those are tomorrow. Now, let me go ahead and cover this other. Let me ask: was Katt Williams a child prodigy? Yeah, he was. He was very, very, very smart. Um, I was trying to remember everything that they was talking about. I can't remember it, but if you go watch that video, the interview with Club Shay Shay, in like the first couple minutes, they talk about him. When he was growing up, how smart he was, how he used to read the dictionary, and all types of stuff when he went to college, at what age. They talk about all of that. I didn't even know he was a child prodigy. I did not know that. It sure does. Somebody said sounds like four separate people. A family man. I didn't even know he was like, into religion and stuff. Child prodigy, a multi-talented entertainer, and a modern day pimp. Those are four. It's like four. It seems like it's from four different people, but in reality, this is all what makes up Katt Williams. That's crazy. He also said he got accepted into college. Let's see. He also said he went to college at 7. So I don't know. Let's see. He got accepted into college at 7 years of age. And they said 3, he was called something of a child prodigy. That's what they said. Okay, that's tripped out. So I never even knew that. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna move on and go ahead and go to the next subject because I mean so much stuff about Katt Williams, but y'all can check out the interview in Club Shay Shay, okay? It's pretty interesting if you didn't check it out already. Okay, so let's gonna go with this next story because it's already 1 hour. We're gonna just go 30 minutes and that's gonna be it. By that time it'll be 11 o'clock. Okay, so on this next story that I wanted to tell you guys about, it's about Diddy's alleged gang ties and roles in Tupac's unaliving to be scrutinized in upcoming trial. That's what they're reporting. So let's see what they're saying. So anyway, here you go. It says, hold on, let me go back. Oh. So here are some takeaways from everything, okay? They said Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, is facing allegations of past gang connections and involvement in the murders of Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur, as well as separate allegations of S abuse. Okay. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis has accused Diddy of funding and masterminding Tupac's assassination in 1996. Then it says a former associate of Diddy and ex-gang member identified as Lee has provided a grand jury with testimony suggesting Tupac suspected Diddy and Notorious B.I.G. of orchestrating a 1994 attack on him. Okay. Lee's testimony also revealed Diddy's ties to Keefe D and Eric Zip Martin, who allegedly provided the weapon used in Pac's unaliving. Okay. Anyway, Diddy's representatives has dismissed allegations as baseless and opportunistic. Okay, with the trial involving Keefe D set to begin on June the 3rd, 2024. So, that's a hot ass mess. I'm just reading some of these comments. Somebody said, we all knew this. Let's be honest. Diddy has powerful people behind him, and they aren't just white men. It's some of those he has talked about. He wasn't lying. The truth is being revealed. You spoke the truth. All right. That's tripped out, man. That is crazy. So we're going to see when that trial begins if they actually do exactly what they said that they're going to do. We're gonna see if they're gonna tie him into it and be asking questions and things like that. And then hopefully we can find out exactly what happened to Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I mean not what happened, because we already know what happened to him, as far as he getting unalive. But we want to know for real, who actually orchestrated it and planned it and things like that. Who was all involved. In other words, okay. Yeah, they reported all on the news thing that Chris Tucker visited that island too, but he could have visited telling them jokes and stuff. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, they have the same name still on here. So, like I said, if they if when they have the rest some more names on it, of course I'll give you guys those names as well. All right. So, let's see what else I got here. I actually did pretty good on that story because it wasn't long or anything. Let me make sure I gave y'all everything. I think that's everything. Maybe I'll go to one TikTok video and see if they're talking about them. Actually, I won't, because they're probably going to just repeat the same thing I just said over and over again. It'll probably be the same information that I just went over. Let's see real quick, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here, y'all. Bitch, you know I'm sexy. These puppies up here. Let me see. I gotta check this out real quick. Let me see what they're saying about them. Hold on, y'all, for 1 second, please. Let's see. So let's see what he said. What they're playing. I bet it's the same thing. So he said he paid how much? 7.5 thousand for Icons Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Who's he talking about? Oh, he paid for Melba Moore's Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Okay. So here you go, right here, exposing people. Hold on, just listen. About Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things, because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. Right. And we talked about this already, but he's correct. Back then, and when he was talking about them, like he just said, nobody believed him. They canceled him, and they basically was saying that he was lying. It was a drug. So I see what he mean when he said what he's saying regarding that. It's God's side and the other side, and we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Facts. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or who you right. is. TDJ, any of them. All lies. And just surprising, now TD Jakes is up, with all these allegations of similar things. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this S assault type stuff. You know, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Of underage, boys and things like that. So yeah, it's just like I said, when you got a lot of rumors like this, about certain people, and it's a lot, it's kind of difficult not to believe some of these rumors, because everybody can't be lying about you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be. Let's see what else he said. I know he's saying basically what I already said, so turn this down just a little bit. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way.
Katt Williams on here calling people out again. I told y'all before, the higher elites made the media make him look crazy because he didn't want to take their route. When you take a different route, they make you look crazy. Oh, you think I'm playing?
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them. Nobody likes.
He decided to go another route, which was a different route than what they wanted him to go. So they painted a picture of him for us. But I told y'all, when they make somebody look crazy in the media, pay attention to what that person's saying. 9 times out of 10, they're telling truth.
Right.
Now you got him on here exposing everybody.
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed? Because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing, you would tell it. No, somebody come to tell me. I know so many things I should know, and they all know it.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again?
Not just being blackballed, shit, of being hunted down. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they got rid of Jeffrey Epstein, so please, that's what he should be afraid of. You know, it's crazy.
These are some powerful people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen.
This man said the number one job for somebody in Hollywood who sold their soul is to act like they didn't sell their soul. Woo. You got many people out here losing their souls for temporary pleasure. Losing their souls for money. Temporary money that will not go with them when they leave this earth. Mark 8:36 says, for what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul?
Right.
Here's the real question. Why would people have to act like they didn't sell their soul when they go into Hollywood? So that more people could follow them into Hollywood. You don't think that there's back rooms? You don't think that there's hidden secret agendas? You don't think that these people do things with you? Do things so that they can take authority over your spirit? You don't think that the enemy is smart?
Right.
You better think again. No, you can't sell your soul, but you sure can lose it chasing something that's not God.
Right.
Chase God, my brothers and sisters. 2024, the light is coming. 2024, the truth is coming out. Glory be to God. All shall be revealed. Hallelujah. What side are you on, brothers and sisters? God's or the devil's? It's time to choose. Choose today.
Okay. So that was him basically talking about what you just heard him say, Katt Williams, in a little, I think you call it insert or whatever of the actual interview. And like I said, I'm not going to go through the other TikTok videos because y'all can just look them up yourself and just watch them and stuff, you know. But, you know, I believe some of the things he say. I really do. I don't think he's just making up all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever they're accusing him of being on and things like that, you know. But anyway, we are getting ready to get out of here, y'all. It's an hour and 13 minutes. I am definitely tired and get ready to go ahead and take a shower. Then I'm going to go lay down and hopefully try to look up some more information so I can have it for you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to do the video earlier or tomorrow night. I have to see once I get up. But I will be doing one tomorrow. Then, of course, I'll be off for the entire weekend and stuff and see y'all again on Monday. Let me go ahead and say thank you to Carr is here. I'm pretty sure he's asleep. Thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Thanks to everybody who watches this in the replay. And thanks to everybody who watched this in the bushes. I appreciate each and every one of you guys so, so much. And don't forget to thumbs up, hit the bell notifications, and subscribe to the channel, okay? And then check me out on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok at ShadesTube as well. Y'all don't forget, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing a cash out to $ShadesTube. And I'll put that up real quick. And thank you in advance for that. Other than that, guys, y'all have a good night and take care. And I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. And y'all have a good night and get some sleep. This is ShadesTube. I am out, y'all. Let's take this.